All right, welcome. Hey, I've got a great question. I'm just sitting in the office. I'm starting my day and I'm going through my emails. And I said, okay, let's stop for a minute. Everybody needs to hear the answer. I just answered this guy, but this applies to all of us. So I want you to hear this. So I get an email and he says, Mark, I don't know what kind of woman I'm looking for. Loving, helpful, loyal, be nice. I think I would know the one because my heart would glow and I know the woman, women see that. But my heart has been broken so bad that I don't even date anymore. I'm scared to date. Okay, guys, I totally get this, and I get it a lot. We're here for a reason because everybody's looking for love, but also we've lived enough years in life to have been completely heartbroken and devastated. And here's the problem. We come from a place of hurt and woundedness, and many times that carries with us. Well, it's natural. I mean, if you shock your finger on a light socket, you don't want to touch it again, right? And so this thing you associate with a bad hurt from a previous relationship, you associate it with all relationships. You never want to feel that way again. But the problem is you also don't want to be alone the rest of your life. And so you live in this nowhere land of kind of want to, but I don't want to risk it. It's too much effort. Crap. Let me tell you something. I don't care whether you want to start a business or start a new relationship or anything you want to do in life, there's always an element of risk. There's no adventure in life without some element of risk. I mean, let's put it this way. The only reason we like sports is because we don't know how it's going to end. If you turned on a game and before the game started they show you the end score, we wouldn't watch. It's stupid. So there's a part of risk that just comes with the job, okay? And part of it means risking our money sometimes in business, sometimes our heart. But let me tell you something, in the game of love, and I'll refer to it that way for this point, in the game of love, there is no love without being 100% in. Actually, that's true with anything in life. Even the Bible says, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. Or basically don't do it, right? But I'll also quote a Les Brown quote. I love this from Les Brown. He said, anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you can do it well. And so nobody starts off as a superstar, okay? So there's a little bit about just being in the game. Gary Vee is famous for that saying. He goes, when is enough for you, Gary? And he goes, it's not about enough. It's I love the game. I just love being in business. I love what I do. So there's a part where you have to mind shift yourself a little bit to this entire focus and just enjoy the essence of a woman, enjoy being in the presence of someone else, enjoy learning about yourself. Because here's the problem. If you want to romance a woman, you can't do it half-hearted. You can't go in kind of wondering. And I've seen this, guys. It's so true. It's so true. It's painful to see. But I have a guy who's been hurt before. So what he does is he comes into the relationship and he sort of plays with it. He's like, all right, let's see where this goes. I'm going to go slow this time. Last time I went fast and I got hurt, so we're going to go slow. I got guys who've been dating a woman for 2 years and she's going, where's this going, right? It's like, dude, the role of the man is to pursue the woman. So let me tell you something. If you're going to pursue a woman, pursue the woman. She has to feel pursued. If you've read my book or heard how many dozens of times I've said this, the number one desire of a woman's heart is to feel pursued. And the way she feels pursued is you say, you know what? Of all the women in the world, you have my attention. I got to know more about you. It's this curiosity, this thirst to know her more, draws her out. She feels like this warm place where I'm being invited into a relationship. And that's where she blossoms and glows. And you can smell the fragrance of that woman as she comes alive. And her heart just says, okay, I'll tell you, let's get together. You lead that. And the thing is, if a guy comes into a relationship half-hearted, sort of playing with it, I've been hurt before. Let's go slow. Let's just see how this is. I'm telling you, the number one thought in the woman's mind is, he's not that interested in me because he's got somebody else. I promise you that's what's on her mind. And I know you're going, what are you talking about? I'm just going slow. I promise you, she thinks you're going slow because there's somebody else. And it says, I'm worth very little to this man. If you're going to pursue a woman, she has to feel special. She has to feel like she's the most important person in the world, or don't freaking do it. I'm serious. It's stupid. Now listen, yes, you risk the fact you get into another relationship, but you know what? In your head, get out of this thing that every time you talk to a woman, it means you either have to propose marriage to her or don't start talking to her. Just enjoy being in the presence of a woman. Just enjoy having a conversation. Enjoy, if you remember that movie, Scent of a Woman, learn that. Learn just to enjoy the presence of a woman and just to enjoy it and be that gentleman that where she goes, God, this is a great guy. Make her always wanting more of you. So, isn't the last woman. She doesn't deserve your test. her for your crap, saying, prove to me you're not going to scam me, prove to me you're not going to hurt me. No, no, no. You're the man who's supposed to go pursue her and be curious about her and create a safe place for her to blossom and come out and reveal herself to you. The only way she'll do that is by you being the one to create an atmosphere where you are ambitiously, full-heartedly, without hesitation, into her. I want you to get some healing if you have a problem in this, because for you to find, and obviously you know Dream Connections, we've introduced guys to their woman of their dreams. But the work we do is to help them be ready for it. This is why we've got 300 marriages and only 2 divorces out of 300 marriages. And it's less than 1% out of 10 years. Okay, there's a reason for that, because we help guys to be able to fully dive in and richly enjoy the love of this new relationship without the baggage and without making her put it on tests, and with them just learning to go for it and pursue the woman. All of these things matter in a huge way to create your long-term love and happiness. That's what you want. Everybody in this world wants to feel that. They want to wake up every day feeling so alive and so in love. And it's got to start with you coming 100% fully present into the game where you want to pursue a woman for her to come alive. And the both of you will just, like I said, you want to find somebody who'll match your efforts. So you got to put your effort out and find the one that comes back to you and pours herself back into you. That's the love that lasts for life. To go more into this, I highly recommend you watch one of my other videos I did a long time ago. It's probably one of my most powerful and most famous teaching videos. It's called Fresh Starts. And originally I called it the most important question I was ever asked. And I want you to have a chance to go through that. And please post comments under this video on if this information was helpful to you. Please, I'll put the link to the other video into the comments as well. I want you to watch that. But comment on this, because if you've been hurt, I understand. I understand how difficult it's going to be for you to come out of yourself and trust again. But if you don't, there's no love. If you don't risk, there's no adventure. If you don't invest, there's no return on investment. This is a time when you have to put all that aside and say, you know what, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go all in and wait to see the woman who goes all in on me too. All right, guys, I hope that's helpful. Thanks. Please post your comments. You can always email me directly at mark@dreamconnections.com. And go get them, man. 100% all in. Romance the woman. Go after her with everything you got. And I'll look for your next email.